We're now joined by Dr. Njoka, Director, the Desert Locust Control Organisation for Eastern Africa. Dr. Njoka, what is the state of locust infestation across the Horn of Africa?
Thank you. This is a very serious infestation and is unlike any other for the last 25 in Ethiopia and 70 years in Kenya. And I can say here the situation is so serious because the pests have now been reported in all the countries of the Horn of Africa, including Djibouti, Eritrea, Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, and more importantly in Somalia, where we believe there is a breeding ground for this.
Dr. Njoka, how are governments and organizations like yours dealing with the invasion, and what measures are working at this particular moment?
The governments of the region are working very hard on this pest. I would tell you that my organization, the Desert Locust Control Organisation for Eastern Africa, have deployed 4 aircrafts in the region, 2 in Ethiopia and 2 in Kenya. And the governments themselves in Kenya have deployed, the Kenya government has deployed a further 2 aircrafts from the military and hired another 2 from the private sector. In Ethiopia here, similarly, besides the 2 aircrafts which my organization has deployed, the government of Ethiopia has also hired 3 more aircrafts to do control by spraying. We are using pesticides in the region, and we use what is called ultra-low volume pesticides, and that is what we are using to control these pests. So then we have had a lot of success, but the pest is serious because we continue to receive swarms from Somalia.
Now, so far, what has been destroyed and what kind of threat do the locusts pose?
So far, these pests, the locusts have destroyed hectares and hectares of crops, particularly the pastures, because luckily when the locusts came, most of the crops had been harvested, but the pastures are worst hit in southern Ethiopia and northern Kenya. As they spread now to Uganda and South Sudan, we expect that they will cause more damage. But what we are doing as an organization and the government is to follow these pests and know where they are laying eggs, so that we target the next stage of the insects, which we call hoppers. And by doing that, targeting the hoppers, we'll be controlling so that they don't mature into adults.
Interesting. And finally, Dr. Njoka, what do you think needs to be done to control this situation?
What needs to be done is and it's an appeal we keep making to the international community to come to our aid by increasing the capacity of the organization in terms of aircrafts and also in terms of pesticide supply to the region. Aircrafts, we need modern aircrafts like turbo thrush and air tractors, which have a higher carrying capacity of pesticides and even a long range when they are sent out to spray. So our appeal is particularly in those 2 areas, aircrafts and pesticide supply.
Absolutely. So clearly this crisis is still ongoing and a lot more still needs to be done.